everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, just a week ago, the Joe Biden campaign was on life support. He had done poorly in the Iowa caucuses, in the New Hampshire primary, and the Nevada caucus. His campaign was running out of money, and he was banking all of his hopes on the South Carolina primary. Bernie Sanders was the front runner and was looking to lock up the Democratic nomination of president on Super Tuesday. But there were some warning signs that neither the news media nor the Sanders campaign were paying much attention to. Even though Sanders won in Iowa, New Hampshire, and Nevada, more votes were cast against him than for him. They were, however, divided up between Biden, Amy Klobuchar, and Pete Buttigieg. So, Biden won in South Carolina, and he won big. Klobuchar and Buttigieg dropped out of the race and threw their support to Biden. And Mike Bloomberg, despite all the money that he spent, was just not a factor. And Biden had a huge day on Super Tuesday, sweeping the southern states and Texas and Oklahoma. He even won in Massachusetts, which was Elizabeth Warren's home state, and Maine, where Sanders was expected to win. He even managed to get a couple of delegates in Vermont. Sanders won Vermont, Colorado, and Utah, and he's ahead in California, having built up a big lead in the early voting. But as the votes are being counted, his lead is shrinking. So even if Sanders does win California, Biden will still get a significant amount of delegates here, and will probably go into the next primaries ahead in the delegate count. Sanders remains optimistic, but it is increasingly clear that those Sanders supporters are passionately devoted to him. He has not been able to expand that base beyond what he had in 2016. And it hasn't helped Sanders that Trump wants him at the top of the Democratic ticket. He and the Republican National Committee have even been encouraging Republicans to vote for Sanders in the states where the Democrats have open primaries. And he's been tweeting about how unfair the Democrats are treating Sanders. And now that Bloomberg has dropped out of the race, Biden is going to get an infusion of money, and Bloomberg's organization and volunteers will probably start working on behalf of Biden. The big concern among Democrats was that having Sanders at the top of the tickets would not only get Trump reelected, but would reverse the gains that the Democrats made in 2018 when they took the House and almost took the Senate. So Trump and the Republicans are going to try to smear Biden, but his presence in the race will be a reminder of the Ukraine scandal and that Trump tried to cheat in the 2020 election. And Trump hasn't helped himself with his completely inept and incompetent handling of the coronavirus, where health professionals have consistently contradicted all the things that Trump has been saying and made him look absolutely foolish. So he has not exactly inspired confidence in the American people. Trump risked his presidency in order to get Biden out of the race. Now it looks like that's exactly who he'll be facing. Thanks for listening. Well, I want to thank you all for watching my videos. But there are certain changes that Google has made to YouTube, which, since I'm a smaller channel, means that I can't monetize my videos. So I found places where I can. So instead of watching my videos here on YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you go either to Patreon or to Top Buzz. They let me monetize videos, and I don't even have to put commercials on. So if you want to become a patron on Patreon, that's fine. If you don't, you can still watch the videos there. I've just kind of given up on YouTube. YouTube is just a place that I use so that I can put my videos in other places. So, Patreon, Top Buzz, the links are in the description box. Thanks a lot.